Hey traders, this is Jeff with ZenTrader.ca with a market update. Today was one of those days where the market has been playing chicken, it feels like, and today the Bears won. And it felt kind of ugly, especially when this is a chart of the NASDAQ, and it looked uglier on the Dow. But what I wanted to point out on this chart is that volume it wasn't above average. I really like these reversal days. I like to see the volume, almost up here above this Bollinger Band, to really signify something of importance. But nonetheless, it was an ugly day, but we're still in an uptrend, and none of my signals change. This three-line break chart of the NASDAQ, which is pretty sensitive short-term moves, it still has a white candle here. It hasn't reversed down, so that's a good sign. If this would have reversed down, this would have been one of the shortest indicators, like the one that's most time sensitive, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But pretty much all my timing signals are still pointing up, or rather all my indicators that make up my timing signal are pointing up. This is a chart of the Dow with, if you're curious, this is a full moon, this is a new moon, and you can see that this was pretty strong resistance, and we went up, we tagged it. Sometimes it's remarkable how on the money technical analysis is, and then it sold off, and you don't like to see that. 100-point gain turned into or rather 80-point gain turned into a 70-point loss, but it happens. Volume was a little bit above, really just at average, and we had a pretty steep uptrend. One would have thought that the way the market was going, the pattern in the Dow is that here we should have maybe come back down, and that would have been a little more healthier, and then go up. And what do? We break out of this little diamond pattern, we go up, and we get extended. And this can remain extended. What I think is going to happen, let me show you the VIX. What I think is going to happen is we're going to get a couple more days of sell-off to push this VIX up and work off some of this oversold state. Fill this gap. The slow stochastics will get back up here around 80, start to roll over. Maybe we don't get that high, and it doesn't. The VIX was up 7%, and that was a dollar move. So you figure we need to move another $2.50. That's about 20%. Sometimes it's nothing for the VIX to move 15, 16% in a day, especially if volatility just really explodes. And who knows? Maybe we have one of those days where maybe we're down tomorrow, and then the next day, lots of times these corrections come in threes, and I don't really count this as a correction because we're pretty much consolidated within the candle before that. Maybe we're down tomorrow, and then we have another a wild day on, so that would be Thursday. Really kick volatility up, and all that volatility is in the morning session, and then it rebounds. I could see that happening. And the only reason is it's August. It's going to be low volume trading. You're going to have some pretty wild days. So I wouldn't get too bent out of shape today, but I would like to see a couple days of sell-off. So, because there's a lot of stocks that are still overbought and need to pull back. So yeah, I think the VIX is going to go up, the market's going to go down, and then the other market I wanted to talk about was gold. Gold had a pretty nice day today. I've been pretty bearish on gold. I've been pretty much making a call from the sidelines. I'm not actually in it because I don't have enough confidence to go long, and I really want to buy it when it sells off. And so it broke out of a range today, and I would think that right now we're looking at 1660 to 1670. I think we're going to head back up there, maybe even about 1675. I think that's the next level of resistance, and then we'll see what this rally is really made of. I think from there it'll probably roll over. So I think this excited the gold bulls, and I think they'll be disappointed.